Hi everyone who is watching this. My name is Yats and I want to talk about the racism I've faced here on YouTube. I think that is getting really out of hand. It's overboard. It's no longer on the ship. It's flooding to the point where it's beneath the sand and the nowhere land. Okay, what I'm about to tell you is based on a true story. So here we go. I created this channel 2 years ago and I have not seen that much growth at all. Like, I know how this thing works. I've posted videos with trending topics.
Hello and welcome to yet another interesting video. I hope you're doing fine wherever you're tuning in from. Now today's video will be a very quick one because it's a topic that I have talked about so many times before. I've covered this topic over and over again, but somehow it keeps on reoccurring. I go on social media and once again I meet this group of professional victims. Now, in today's episode of Professional Victims, we will be looking at this young black creator or young black creative as she thinks she is. Anyway, she's just on the same platform that we're in. She's on YouTube, and somehow she thinks that YouTube is racist. Yeah, you had me right. She thinks that the videos, for your information, she uploads probably a video a month or even less, but somehow she happens to get a handful of views. She gets a few hundred views per video. Yeah, that's it. But according to her, in her mind, she feels like she deserves more. She feels like she deserves to be competing probably Mr. Beast, but YouTube is not favoring her. She has a handful of subscribers and somehow she feels like she deserves more. Probably she deserves a couple of hundreds of millions of subscribers, probably, I don't know, but somehow she blames YouTube. Now I want you to watch this video with me and then tell me, is she playing victim as I think, or is she right?
I created this channel 2 years ago and I have not seen that much growth at all. Like, I know how this thing works. I've posted videos with trending topics that makes perfect sense to go viral. But why haven't I got at least one view on these videos? It makes no sense to me. And I know if you're a black creator like me, you've definitely experienced that. And I want to let you know that you should not get discouraged and feel down. Because yes, YouTube is an amazing platform that allows you to express yourself, but it's not the whole world.
So instead of this young girl sitting down watching tutorials and having some self-introspection to think what can she do better, to think what can she correct, she straight up jumps into a conclusion that YouTube is racist.
And by the way, you can record your videos and edit them and watch them on the TV as if it's a movie. You don't need to post it for people to look at it. That does not make you valuable. That does not make your creativity more beautiful. Your creativity is already enough. It's already good enough. I am not going to make this video long at all. I just want to share my frustration with you. And I'm not even going to ask you to subscribe. I'm not going to beg you to subscribe. It's your choice if you want to do that. I am just speaking to let it out of my heart, because when you let it out, you feel much better, right?
Now, I know that she is not the only one. She's not the only one with this kind of mindset or with this kind of programming. So many black people out there think the same. So many black creators think that the reason why they're not getting billions of views is simply because they're black. Victimhood. So many black people. There are some black creators doing well. Actually, so many of them. Talking of the likes of Aisha Speed, assuming that they had that kind of victim mentality in the beginning. It's not that Aisha Speed was successful at the beginning. Assuming that on those days that Aisha Speed was still getting a few hundred views, assuming that he would have jumped into the same conclusion and think that the reason why he is not going viral is simply because he's black. We've seen so many black creators going viral, not just on this platform, but on so many platforms. We've seen black people achieving so many or very great milestones. And it's not about the color of your skin. It's all about your content. It's all about what you put out there, what you provide people with, or what you feed your audience.
Women tend to believe, especially black women, tend to believe that they are the only victims all the time. And they are constantly playing and engaging in these dialogues from a space of victimization. A black woman can almost always count on her positioning herself as the victim in a situation that's addressing it. And she's rarely, not never, but you'll find, just generally speaking, you'll find that she tends to struggle to recognize how she can also be the villain.
She's not just the one who's being affected by this mindset. So many black people out there have this thought in their minds. They have this thought that is preoccupying their minds, that somehow somebody out there is out to get them, that somehow somebody out there is targeting them. I don't know if you see that the only thing that is stopping this young girl from making it on this platform is her mindset. That is the only thing that is stopping her. Somehow she thinks that racism on this platform is what is stopping black creators. I have some videos that are performing very, very poor. They're not doing even well. I have videos with less than 100 views. But is it because of racism? Of course, no. I know that I have to be working on myself, working on my delivery, working on my speech, working on so many things. I read so much, and it's not that I'm saying that I am the epitome of what she should do. Of course, there are better examples out there, but I believe having the kind of skin that I have, which is black, I believe that I do stand a chance. Yeah, everyone stands a chance. Nobody is out there to get me just because I'm black. At least not just because I'm black. Probably because of the content that I say. Probably I may be tackling controversial topics, and I may be having controversial takes. But it's not just about the color of my skin. And I'd just like to challenge any black person out there. At no point in our lives should we get to have this victim mindset. At no point in our lives should we get to think that the algorithm is out to get us. There are so many black people out here who are doing so well. So many who are doing so well. You can be one of them. The only thing that is stopping you is your mindset. That's the only thing. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. I'd really to leave it at that. I just wanted to record a very quick video